Here are 6 horribly depreciating watches. The last one in this video is crazy. It will probably shock you. But first, let's talk about Tag Heuer Autavia Calibre 5. Modern Tag Heuer watches have a poor reputation among watch collectors. There are countless videos and articles talking about how bad Tag Heuer watches are. One of the big reasons for this hate is the depreciation. There are a number of different watches that I could have put on this list, but for this video specifically, I want to focus on Tag Heuer Autavia Calibre 5. I personally like how this watch looks. It is sort of a diver aviation watch that has a 42mm case diameter, a diver style bezel, 100 meters of water resistance, your choice of a strap or a stainless steel bracelet, and the watch is powered by the Calibre 5, which is essentially a modified chronometer spec Sellita SW200. The retail price for this watch is $3,700. However, on the resale market, you can find them for as low as $1,875. Here is a recent example of a sold model. Now that's a depreciation of $1,825 or around 50%. Girard Perregaux 1966 automatic full calendar. Almost all Girard Perregaux watches drop in value as soon as you walk out the door. It's one of those brands that you're probably better off buying used, and if you buy brand new, you better get a hefty discount from your AD. The model I'm highlighting in this video is 1966 full calendar. First of all, I love the way this watch looks. Totally up my alley, rose gold 40mm case. It's only 10.7mm thick, really nice looking dress watch, powered by the Girard Perregaux Calibre GPO33MO annual calendar movement. As you of course guessed by now, it does have that annual calendar. You have your time, day, date, month, and moon phase functions. Pretty complicated watch. The retail price for this piece is $28,200 US. However, on the secondary market, you can find really nice, excellent examples for around $15,000. To be honest, at around $15,000, this watch is one hell of a deal. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video talking about 5 undervalued watches on the market right now, and this model used could have easily made that list. However, it's on this list because it depreciated quite a bit from its original price. The total depreciation from its original MSRP is $13,200 or about 47%. If you like this watch, but you're not so sure about Girard Perregaux as a brand, how about JLC? More specifically, Master Control Calendar Automatic in a rose gold case. This watch has very similar specs to the Girard Perregaux, but it comes from JLC, the watchmaker's watchmaker. It has the 40mm rose gold case with the 11mm thickness, very similar to the Girard Perregaux, a display case back displaying this excellent JLC Calibre 866AA automatic movement. Once again, it has the annual calendar complication and a moon phase with the sub-seconds hand. A very beautiful watch to look at, nice golden accents on the dial. The dial itself is very pretty. A lot to like about this watch. No wonder the retail price for this watch is $33,100 US. However, on the resale market, you can easily find an excellent condition version of this watch for $19,500. That's a depreciation of $13,600 or about 41%. What a deal. That's a high horology annual calendar watch for under 20 grand. Moving from the world of high horology to the world of low horology, let's talk about Invicta. Pretty much any Invicta could go on this list. Here's the thing, whenever I talk about Invicta watches on this YouTube channel, I get death threats. But it's just so tempting, and how can I make this video without talking about Invicta? Invicta is one of those brands that has made a name for itself for its weird marketing tactics, where they would set up shops close to tourist attractions, on cruise ships, basically anywhere where they can trick grandparents and parents that their watches are a good deal. Their MSRP numbers are not an actual number, it's more of a wish list, a number that they wish their watches would cost. For example, if you go on Invicta's website, this watch here, the Gladiator, pretty good name, MSRP $3,095. Holy crap. But on eBay, these models are going for around $400 from Invicta themselves. This is not even a reseller. This is Invicta themselves selling the same watch on eBay for $400, where on their website it says that this watch should cost $3,100. So no wonder all the poor grannies are getting tricked, because when you go into the store and you see a price tag MSRP $3,000, but then they will sell you this watch for half price, $1,500, or you know what? 33% of the price at $1,000. Invicta is notorious for doing this sales tactic, which really sucks. But let's say you bought this watch for $400. Let's say you're one of the smart consumers and you bought it on eBay for $400. Guess what? First of all, you overpaid by about $380. That's right, I think this watch is worth about $20, because the minute you buy it, good luck trying to get rid of it. I'm not even gonna put a depreciation value on this, because their prices are all over the board, and any price I can quote, it's still too much. Zenith Elite Classic Gold. I could talk about quite a few different Zenith models in this video, especially their El Primero chronograph models, because when it comes to servicing Zenith, that sticker price is quite high. A lot of first-time Zenith owners, when they get that servicing quote, try to offload their watch before having to service it, because it can cost $1,200, $1,500 to service the watch. So I'm not gonna go with the complicated watch route. I'm just gonna go for a simple dress watch in a rose gold case. You know where this is going, Zenith Elite Calibre movement, and the retail price of $14,000 US. However, on a gray market, we're not talking about used resale market, we're talking about gray market, where you can buy a brand new model from a gray market dealer for $8,200. So on the used market, these watches will cost even less. But even if we take just the gray market value versus the suggested retail price value, we're looking at a depreciation of $5,800, or about 41%. And believe me, on the resale market value, that depreciation would be even worse. You probably noticed that 3 out of the 5 watches I mentioned so far are rose gold dress timepieces. And that's not a coincidence. I did that on purpose to kind of illustrate my point that precious metal, especially precious metal dress watches, drop in value like hotcakes. If you're looking to purchase one of these precious metal dress timepieces, I would suggest look at the resale values, look at used watch market, or at the very least negotiate aggressively with your ADs, because no matter what, you'll probably lose money on this watch if you decide to sell it. Besides precious metal dress watches, there is another category of watches that drop in value like a bag of stones thrown off the roof, and that's diamonds studded watches. Whether it's diamonds in a bezel, diamonds in the dial, these types of watches drop a lot. Another piece of common knowledge, Hublot watches drop in price quite significantly. So what happens if you take a diamond studded Hublot watch? You get a Hublot Classic Fusion Skull Full Pave diamonds. As a watch enthusiast, it's kind of fun to hate on Hublot watches. It's like kicking a dead horse, or whatever the saying is. But to be honest, I kind of like some of Hublot watches, especially the Spirit of Big Bang in titanium. I think it's an excellent watch and it's kind of underrated. Maybe I'll make another video about that watch in the future. I've already done a review back in the early days of the YouTube channel. With that being said, I can't deny that Hublot has some of the worst depreciating watches in the industry. For example, this Hublot Classic Fusion Skull Full Pave Diamonds watch. It's a 42mm case diameter titanium watch powered by the Calibre HUB 1110, which is essentially a modified Sellita SW300, which is not great when you will learn about the price point of this watch. I kind of get the hate behind this watch, but anyways, coming back to the watch itself, the most unique and probably the worst part of this watch, to me at least, is its design. More specifically, it's covered in black or white diamonds, depending on which color you go for. And of course, it has that cool skull on the dial. This watch very evidently has an acquired taste. The retail price, $43,600. That's pretty crazy. Gray market price on Joma Shop right now, you can go ahead and buy this watch for $21,000, which is still way too much. Now that's a gray market price. A resale price for this watch, I think you'd be very lucky to get $15,000. A $15,000 resale price is me being very generous. If we take that number as an example, then we're looking at a depreciation of $28,600, or about 65% of its original MSRP. I know that taste in watches is very subjective, but between you and I wouldn't even pay $1,000 for this watch. And that's coming from someone who actually likes Hublot. That's it. That's the video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We release new videos every week. And leave a comment in the comment section below with your suggestions for horribly depreciating watches. I love reading your comments. Thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye. I know I woke you up for this, but people demanded to see you. They missed you, buddy. Even though you're at the end of every video, maybe some people don't watch all the way until the end. You want to say hello to them?